Paulus' letter ad Romanos, chapter 3. What advantage then hath the Yehudi, or what is the profit of the circumcision? Much according to every way. First of all, that they were entrusted with the oracles of the God. For what if some become faithless? Shall their lack of faith make of none effect the faithfulness of the God? Chalilah, not so. Yea, let the God be found true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy words, and mightest prevail when thou comest into judgment. But if our unrighteousness commendeth the righteousness of God, what shall we say? Is the God unrighteous, who visiteth with wrath? I speak after the manner of men. Chalilah, not so, for then how shall the God judge the world? But if the truth of the God through my lie abounded to his glory, why am I also still judged as a sinner? And why not, as we are slanderously reported, and as some affirm that we say, let us do evil that good may come, whose condemnation is just? What then? Are we better than they? No, certainly not. For we before laid to the charge both of Yehudim and Hellenes that they are all under sin. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that understandeth, there is none that seeketh out the God. They have all turned aside, they are together become unprofitable. There is none that doeth good, no, not so much as one. Their throat is an open sepulchre. With their tongues they have used deceit. The poison of asps is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are in their ways, and the way of peace have they not known. There is no fear of God before their eyes. Now we know that what things soever the law saith, it speaketh to them that are in the law, that every mouth may be stopped, and all the world may become under judgment to the God. Because by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for through the law is knowledge of sin. But now, apart from the law, a righteousness of God hath been manifested, being witnessed by the law and the prophets, even the righteousness of God through faith in Yeshua anointed to all them that believe, for there is no distinction. For all sinned and are lacking of the glory of the God, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in anointed Yeshua, whom the God set forth to be an atoning sacrifice, effective through the faith, by means of his blood, to show his righteousness because of the passing over of the sins done aforetime, in the forbearance of the God. For the showing, I say, of his righteousness at this present season, that he might himself be just, and the justifier of him that hath faith in Yeshua. Where then is the glorying? It is excluded. By what manner of law? Of works? Nay, but by a law of faith. We reckon therefore that a man is justified by faith apart from the works of the law. Or the God is only of Yehudim? Not indeed of those of nations also? Yea, of those of nations also, if so be that the God is one, and he shall justify the circumcision by faith, and the uncircumcision through faith. Do we then make the law of none effect through faith? Chalil, not so. On the contrary, we are establishing the law.